Let's look at a story problem. In this story problem, we're looking at the population of Utah, focusing on this equation. I'm going to rewrite that out. So I have ln of p of t equals ln of 1.06 plus 0.02 t. So this is the equation for the growth rate of Utah if Utah has a continuous growth rate of 2%. Now, this equation does start in 1970, and we're going to be looking at 2018. But before we do that, we have this very important line. Find the population of Utah as a function of t. That is basically words for saying get p of t by itself. So to start off, I need to solve for p of t, get it by itself. So this is starting to actually look like one of those problems we did in the first video. So what I would probably do first is start by getting all my ln's to the same side. So then that way I can combine them. So now that all my ln's are on the same side, they're subtracting. So I can change this to division. And now that it's a single logarithm, I can change the form. This is log base e, so base stays the same. Input and output. Flip places. Times by that 1.06 in order to get p of t by itself. And there we go. Ta-da! I have an equation for p of t in terms of t. Basically, I got p of t by itself. So now that I have p of t by itself, now I can look at 2018. So if this is years after 1970, 2018 is going to be 48 years after 1970. So I'm going to plug 48 in for t. And if I just type that into my calculator, I get 2.77 million. So using this model, this equation, it's saying that in 2018, the population of Utah should be 2.77 million. However, the actual population is 3.16. So we would say that this model produced an underestimate. It is underestimating the actual population of Utah at that time. But that is an application for logarithms. You can kind of see how that story problem works. And that will really help us as we lead into lesson 4.5 next time, because 4.5 is all story problems the entire time. For the last part of this lesson, we're going to go back to graphing, so using some of the things we learned about graphing in the last lesson.